Hz. A 120 Hz screen offers 60 Hz, 90 Hz and 120 Hz. Second problem, even though they have high refresh rate, but they're not intelligent enough. It means they're not able to adapt or switch based on the app and content type. And third, because of this, the battery consumption tends to be higher and battery drain is much faster. And we try to solve all these three problems with Mi 10T series. Let's start by understanding what is content type and refresh rate. Today, the content has evolved a lot and you have different FPS for different content type. In a very simple language, 24 FPS means that 24 shots within a second, 25 FPS means that 25 shots within a second, 30 means 30 shots, similarly for 60, 90, 120. And a refresh rate means that is the number of times the screen refreshes. Now the big problem traditionally with frames per second and refresh rate is that refresh rate does not change automatically based on content type. And if you're watching a 24 FPS movie, it has to adapt itself to a 60 Hz or a 90 Hz screen. And it may not be a one-to-one matching, and hence you will see some sort of a distortion on the screen, and that is what we call as screen tearing. How do we solve this? I'm happy to share we are bringing the world's first 7-step intelligent adaptive sync technology on a display. We have 7 different refresh rates. We have 30 Hz, 48 Hz, 50 Hz, 60 Hz, 90 Hz, 120 Hz, and of course 144 Hz. No matter what your use case is, what your content type is, we have a corresponding refresh rate available on Mi 10T series. For example, if you're watching a movie which is typically shot on 24 FPS, we have 24 into 2, 48 Hz available. If you're watching a TV series which is typically shot on 25 FPS, we have 25 into 2, 50 Hz available. For YouTube content, we have 30 Hz, 60 Hz, and for higher refresh rates, when you're gaming or other use cases, we also have 90, 120, and 144 Hz. Isn't that amazing? We have 7 different refresh rates on your Mi 10T and Mi 10T Pro. With MIUI 12, we built a new feature called as Video ToolBox, and with Mi 10T and Mi 10T Pro, we also added a section where you can check the refresh rate of your screen. So based on the content type that you're watching on an app, the refresh rate will keep changing automatically. Now, isn't that smart? And that is why we call this as the smartest display put on any smartphone. No other smartphone in the world can achieve this. We have looked at a lot of flagship smartphones across the world, and nobody offers a 7-stage intelligent adaptive sync display. The closest one is probably Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. It has 5 different refresh rates. It is launched for more than 1 lakh rupees in India. It changes the refresh rate based on app, but even this display, to the best of our knowledge, does not adapt based on the content within the app. And this is something that Mi 10T and Mi 10T Pro is able to do. When we wanted to launch the 144 Hz refresh rate, we wanted to do in a very intelligent way, where the screen adapts to the content type. So if the requirement is lower, it will go to a lower refresh rate. If the requirement is higher, it will automatically go to a higher refresh rate. And hence, it helps in preserving the battery. I'm happy to share with intelligent adaptive sync display, Mi 10T Pro and Mi 10T gives 8 to 10% extra battery life as compared to other flagships with high refresh rate. Even after extensive usage, Mi 10T, Mi 10T Pro will have 2 to 3 hours of battery left as compared to any other flagship with higher refresh rate. So let's check out a video which explains the difference between the 7-stage intelligent adaptive sync display on Mi 10T series versus high refresh rate non-smart displays on any other flagship phone. Shall we? Mi 10T series comes with not only the most intelligent and smartest display, but also one of the most colorful and bright displays. It comes with a true color 6.67-inch display, which has a maximum brightness of 650 nits. It also comes with reading mode 3.0, which is very comfortable in today's circumstances when we are reading everything on a smartphone. It also comes with sunlight mode 3.0, and we've added 2 ambient light sensors. Many times when you're getting out of the car or you go into a balcony, you don't have light falling on the front of your phone, you only have light falling on the back of the phone, and the phone does not adjust to the ambient light conditions. That is why we have added 2 ambient light sensors, one in the front, one in the back, so the phone always detects the right ambient light conditions and adjusts the display brightness accordingly. In fact, we have 4,096 different brightness levels built on this phone. So no matter what your ambient light conditions are, you can be assured that we will have a corresponding brightness level built for your phone. We believe this is the best display technology ever put on a smartphone. And I hope all of you guys will also agree with this. Now let's talk about camera. Every day I shoot pictures from both rear camera as well as selfie camera. And I'm extremely happy with the camera team. They've done a phenomenal job over the last few years. We were one of the first ones to launch a 48 megapixel camera on a smartphone. Then last year, we were the first one in the world to launch a 64 megapixel camera, and then again with 108 megapixel camera. Beginning of this year, we launched our flagship Mi 10 series with 108 megapixel camera sensor. And at that point of time, there were only 2 smartphones with this camera sensor, Mi 10 and Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra. Mi 10 with Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 and with Spectra ISP did a much better job of delivering the best quality output